Hi, in this section of the program, we will be sharing executable marketing strategies you can use to generate leads, as well as add names to your database. As we've discussed in this program, growing your database is a crucial part of my marketing philosophy. So without further ado, let's start with the Unused Lead Program. When discussing the Unused Lead Program with my clients, I like to preface it with some statistics about real estate agents. The first statistic is that 80% of realtors do not renew their license on the initial renewal day. The second statistic is that 87% of all realtors are out of the business after 5 years. Think about those two statistics. That's a lot of attrition from that business. And you have to think about how effectively you're spending your time developing relationships with realtors and whether or not they're going to stick with it, right? The third statistic is that less than 7% of realtors sell more than 5 houses per year. I'm going to repeat that. Less than 7% of realtors sell more than 5 houses per year. Those are not great statistics. And it definitely implies that realtors as a group are not very productive. So you really need to think about how to maximize your relationship with a realtor. Realtors demand a lot of time and energy. And you want to make sure that if you're putting that time and energy in, you're going to have a productive relationship with that individual, right? So with that in mind, let me ask you a question. When a typical realtor hosts an open house and hopefully has a sign-in sheet for those who attend, what do you think happens with that sign-in sheet after the open house is over? How many realtors do you think put more than a passing effort in trying to connect with those people? And how many do you think make the actual effort to make 5+ contacts that we know are needed to maximize sales? Remember the 80-20 rule in sales? Now, granted, some of the people who went to the open house are just nosy neighbors, but certainly a good number of them are active shoppers, and these are very warm leads. Also, what about the folks who call for information about one of the realtor's listings? How diligently do you think the typical realtor follows up on that call? Do you know that the typical listing will generate 5 to 10 leads per week? And I would guess that most of those are probably not being adequately followed up on. Now, what if you offered to follow up on those open house and listing leads? You put them in your database and you market to them a pre-qualification or basic industry information, anything that puts you in contact with them 5+ times, which is the magic number, right? Then once you connect with them and get them pre-qualified, you bring them back to the realtor who had the open house, and that realtor can show them houses. In the event they find another house from another realtor in the interim, you have the pre-approval and you've developed the relationship with the borrower, so chances are you'll still do the mortgage. Obviously, you want to present this idea to realtors that you already have a relationship with, but you can also share this idea with other realtors that you would like to have a relationship with. The best part about this is you're not trying to replace the current loan officer. People don't like change, and asking a realtor to change loan officers is a big ask. But here, you just want to do the business that you create for that realtor. It's business he or she would not have had otherwise, and who knows where the relationship goes from there. This is a very simple concept to implement. However, I do have specific scripts and marketing pieces that I have personally used with this strategy. So feel free to use the link to get a copy of those documents. And thank you for watching.